Okay, this will be a short, probably one of the shorter videos, but I want to throw out some red flags to look for. Just simple red flags, won't go into any descriptions. If you want me to elaborate, comment on this video, ask a question, send me an email. I'll be glad. I even chat online with you. But I'm just going to throw these out there. These are red flags that this relationship is heading in the wrong direction. It's heading in a dangerous direction. It's heading into something that could be poisonous for you and detrimental to your well-being and your livelihood. So, if you're always having to walk on eggshells around this person, red flag number 1. Red flag number 2. If the other person in the relationship, and I mean friendship, romantic, even family, if they show a lack of appreciation for you. And that's a biggie. That happens a lot. I could elaborate. I could do a whole video series on that one. Red flag number 3. Bad behavior is encouraged. If someone is encouraging you to do something wrong, and let me go ahead and throw this little snippet in because I just found out. Our family has a set of guidelines that we live by. My husband and I have always raised our kids by these guidelines, and it's something that is very important. We're very passionate about. And, our older 3 kids have turned out to be pretty good kids. But I've just recently found out with my younger one that some of our family members have been pressuring them to accept beliefs that are directly contrary to ours. And I have just found out that these family members have been pressuring my child to move away and live with them behind my back. To pressure my 15-year-old child to move away and leave her family, her parents, and come live with them in another state. That is selfish. That is cruel. The only reason for someone doing that is to hurt us. And that's what I'm talking about, someone encouraging bad behavior or wrong choices. Toxic relationships, back away from them. Red flag number 4, physical violence. That needs no explanation. Number 5, it's getting dark. I'm having trouble seeing. I have trouble seeing when it's light. So let's start. Number 5, always lying. Oh boy. That seems to be so common these days. If someone's always lying to you, you better run, because it's not going to get any better. One-sided friendships. If you're the one doing all the work in the friendship, if you're the one doing all of the giving, all of the appreciating, the other person's just using you up, that's not a relationship. So get out. I can't say get out of the relationship because it's not a relationship. That is a manipulation tactic. Those who seek your advice but never change. Okay, if somebody's seeking your advice because you have made some good choices in life, I said I'm not going to elaborate, and I'm doing it anyway. If they're seeking your advice but they never change anything in their life and they keep coming back for the same old thing, they don't want your advice. They don't want to do better. They just want somebody to pat them on the back and say, hey, it's okay. They just want to know you still love them even though they're going to continually screw up and hurt people. So, we can elaborate on that once more later, but that's basically what that is. The next one is, it's always a competition. You can't just be friends. You can't just relax. You can't have fun. They've always got to be competing and one-upping you. Next one is one constantly makes another jealous. Happens more often in romantic relationships, but I think it happens more in friendships than we realize. The next red flag, if they reveal your secrets. The next one is overstepping personal boundaries. And we could really go somewhere with that one too. So, in order to keep moving on, I'm going to keep listing, but if you know what your personal boundaries are, and you know what it means when somebody oversteps them and they don't care. The next one is the flight. If you have a flight or fight response that kicks in when you're around this person, huge red flag. And if they make you feel moody or insecure, a lot of times we blame people who are moody and insecure for just being selfish or self-centered, but it may be because of the environment that they're around. It may be because the person that they're around is so poisonous or even possibly a dangerous situation. So, moody and insecure, definitely a red flag. And then the last one we're going to list here, always joking or teasing. And I know people think that's not a big deal, especially in culture that seems to be among rednecks that it happens the most. They're just always cutting each other down and joking on someone. Even if they see it's hurting the other person, they don't care as long as they can get their joke in. Proverbs has a lot to say about that. And I'm going to hit the Bible hard with that one. because I see that happening more among Christians than non-Christians. Always having to cut somebody down and joke on them. Obviously, they pulled the book of Proverbs out of the Bible. Okay, so I'm going to leave that at that. That's the red flags. Like I said, comment, ask some questions. I'll be glad to respond. And subscribe and keep up with these videos as they come along. Thanks.